You did it! You have turned over a new life. Welcome to Windsor Gardens.
We are thrilled to have you as part of our active, adult, 3,500 person community. Our community of resident owners takes the word active seriously. And we hope you don't think that includes the drudgery of shoveling, lawn care, and home maintenance.
You have chosen to live in a place that can add life to your lifestyle, where you can get involved, stop and chat with neighbors, socialize, and explore. Now that you are here, we hope that you will take advantage of all that we have to offer. Golf at the Emerald Greens Golf Club and Course, swim laps at one of our 2 pools, relax in the jacuzzi, work out in the new state-of-the-art fitness center, or meet friends at the on-site Emerald Grill restaurant. Our huge, centrally located community center houses a library, meeting rooms, art studios, billiard and card rooms, and more. Take advantage of a full calendar of activities, events, and classes to challenge your mind, build your body, and nurture your soul. Plus, our 2-story auditorium with stage and sound system offers music, dance, and entertainment year-round. Have a green thumb? Check out our community garden areas. Hike or bicycle the nearby scenic Highline Canal. Enjoy our 6-acre nature preserve and its walking trail. Your new home is only minutes away from the best of everything, from museums, theater, and the latest cultural events to all of the world-class shopping and dining you expect from a major metropolitan area.
City buses provide easy access to sites throughout the area, including the Cherry Creek Shopping Center and downtown Denver.
Aren't you glad Windsor Gardens is your new home? We are excited to call you our neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor. As residents of a 55-plus community, adult is something we've all been for quite some time. Part of that is understanding the nature of living in Windsor Gardens, a covenant-controlled community association. And when you walk around Windsor Gardens, there are likely 2 things you'll notice. The first is the historic architecture of our buildings. This mid-modern gem was established in 1962 as the first retirement community of its kind in Colorado. In fact, the statue you see at the front of our community was so controversial at the time, they enclosed it to not distract drivers on Alameda. The second thing you'll notice is our stunning grounds. These grounds inspired the name Windsor Gardens, and we hope they will be a source of great enjoyment for you. But as you know, these buildings, these grounds, and the activities and entertainment that you plan to enjoy require upkeep to maintain our quality of life.
The hassle-free living that you have chosen at Windsor Gardens is supported by a strong community association and its board, a sound financial base, and a professional on-site management team. A community association is a group of owners who wish to provide a communal basis for preserving, maintaining, and enhancing their homes and property. There are 3 defining characteristics of a community association. 1, membership is mandatory. 2, certain documents bind all owners to be governed by the community association. And 3, mandatory lien-based charges or assessments called HOA fees are levied on each owner in order to operate and maintain the association. The documents that bind all owners to be governed by the community association are called the governing documents, and they provide for the legal structure and operation of the community. The declarations are the cornerstone of the governing documents for a community association. They spell out the essential elements of ownership, and they run with the land, meaning that they apply to the land no matter who owns it in the future. The bylaws are formally adopted governing regulations for the administration and management of a community association. They address such topics as requirements for membership meetings, voting rights of member owners, procedures for electing board members, and the general powers and duties of the board of directors. The Articles of Incorporation bring the corporation into existence and define its basic powers.
Who runs this place? We are fortunate to have 2 entities that help make our lives run a bit smoother. The Windsor Gardens Board of Directors conducts the affairs of the corporation. Our elected board of 7 directors performs 3 primary functions. It monitors administrative, financial, and property maintenance matters for the purpose of preserving and enhancing the community. It sets policy for the owners in the community, and it promotes harmony through regular communication with owners. If these type of functions interest you, we encourage you to consider running for the board and continuing to make Windsor Gardens the community it is today. But because we know your goal as a new resident is to really do as little work as possible, the board has hired a general manager and staff to take care of the day-to-day operations. The general manager frequently meets with the board and formally reports to the board. A staff of more than 100 people handles everything from administration, activities, golf, general maintenance, grounds, vehicle maintenance, plumbing and heating, painting, and security. And don't forget that your low HOA fees help cover all the costs of these services, providing things such as heating and water, property taxes, and around-the-clock security, offering, we hope, a significant value to you and your fellow residents.
As you can imagine, the adult part of Windsor Gardens is no accident. To begin, no one younger than the age of 17 is allowed to live in the community. That said, we certainly welcome children to visit.
Adult also means that we still have some rules and regulations in order to continue to help us make Windsor Gardens Denver's premier active adult community. Please review your owner's handbook to familiarize yourself with the operations of our community. But let's take time now to cover some of the most frequently discussed policies.
Pets. Windsor Gardens has a long-standing history of being a pet-friendly community. Responsible care of pets allows all residents the full enjoyment of the common areas and facilities. If you have a pet, be sure to familiarize yourself with the pet policy, noting the section on finable offenses in particular.
Common area decorations and improvements. The Windsor Gardens Association is committed to enhancing and protecting the value of the property now and in the future. And with that in mind, common area or building decorations or improvements to your unit are subject to prior written approval by Windsor Gardens Management. The association may make improvements to the common areas, such as painting or wallpapering, at any time.
Insurance. The association insurance policy covering the buildings is called a package policy, or property and casualty insurance. This policy provides coverage against damage or destruction caused by all risks, with certain exceptions. Coverage includes the floors, walls, ceiling, and roof of the building, all fixtures, machinery, and equipment, something permanent or pertaining to the service of the building. The policy does not cover the personal property within your unit, such as carpeting, drapes, furniture, jewelry, linens, mirrors, appliances, wallpaper, or any other personal fixtures or items. This exception also applies to any upgrades or improvements that you or a previous owner may have made to your unit, such as cabinets, alternative floor coverings, lanai enclosures, lighting, or fan fixtures.
For coverage of such personal property, it is strongly recommended that you obtain an HO6 or condominium owner's policy from a private insurance carrier.
Landscaping. The common areas are a great natural asset for association members and their families. The association is responsible for developing and implementing landscaping plans and maintaining the common areas. To protect this considerable investment, please note that potted plants, planters, statuary stones, or lawn ornaments of any sort will not be allowed beyond the perimeter of the lanai. The association retains authority to make all decisions concerning common element management of the landscaping, and residents will not be given permission to establish any type of planting.
Noise policy. The noise pollution policy was established in order to foster an environment where peaceful enjoyment of a unit is our primary objective. Please make sure that radios and televisions are always set at a volume that will not disturb your neighbors, especially between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. This also applies to musical instruments and stereo systems.
When remodeling is underway, contractors and workers should be informed that all pounding or other noise should be completed by 6 p.m. and should not start before 8 a.m. There should not be any discernible noise from remodeling or any other contract work on Sundays.
Wildlife. In most situations, people and wildlife can coexist, and we are very fortunate to have an abundance of wildlife at Windsor Gardens. Please respect wildlife and your neighbors by not feeding the wildlife, and note that doing so is a finable offense. This includes, but is not limited to, squirrels and pigeons.
We appreciate it if you continue to get to know the policies of our community and recognize that they play an important role in making Windsor Gardens a premier 55-plus adult community. If you have questions, you can always view each of the policies on the association website. Speaking of the association's website, we hope you bookmark www.windsorgardensdenver.org. It serves as a one-stop shop for useful information on program amenities, calendars of events, association documents like board meeting minutes, news updates, community contact emails, and even postings from your neighbors. The beauty of a community like ours is that there are a number of ways to learn more about what's happening. For those of us who still like the feel of a newspaper in our hands, a community newspaper, the Windsor Life, is published monthly. All members of the association are welcome to attend all community meetings, which are always listed in your Windsor Life newspaper. Each building at Windsor Gardens also has a building representative and building representative alternate to step in when needed. The building reps are an important liaison between the residents in the building and the association. Your building rep meets with the board of directors and association manager 6 times a year to address your needs and concerns, as well as to learn of important matters affecting the community. They will then pass this information on to you. You are welcome to attend the Building Representative Association meetings and any other scheduled meetings. Now that you've moved into Windsor Gardens, we like to say that you've left that empty nest behind for a full life. So what's the secret to living hassle-free at Windsor Gardens? It's knowing how to take advantage of all we have to offer. Here's a simple how-to guide for navigating our community.
How do you pay your HOA fees? All fees are due the 1st of the month and are considered late after the 10th. To avoid late charges, please consider paying your dues online or via automatic check withdrawals.
How do you file a work order for your unit? Remember, we have an excellent staff dedicated to ensuring maintenance is a thing of the past for you. Common work orders include plumbing and heating issues. A list of items the association is responsible for is in your handbook. Call the association office, go online, or use the work order phone system to describe your needs, and we'll be there to take care of them. To report a maintenance issue pertaining to the common area of your building, contact your building representative.
How do you make changes in your unit? If there are changes you wish to make within your unit, you must get prior written approval from the general manager of Windsor Gardens Association before proceeding with any work. Now, this could include enclosing your lanai, adding screens to the lanai, installing garage storage cabinets, windows, doors, room renovations, installation of air conditioners, ceiling fans, flooring, moving or removing walls, or closets.
How do you reserve a guest unit? Yes, we have guest units for family or friends to stay in while they visit. Contact the association office to reserve one today.
How do you access the fitness center and pools? Today, you're receiving a key card that provides access to our recreational amenities in the community. You may also have a temporary guest pass issued to visiting family and friends for use with certain amenities.
How do you make a tee time for Emerald Greens Golf Course? Please call our pro shop to make a tee time or simply walk up any time of the day. Our distinctive, beautifully maintained course winds around and over Windsor Gardens. Players of all ages and abilities enjoy the fairways, lined with lush, mature trees, sparkling water hazards, challenging bunkers, and softly rolling hills. Memberships are also available, and our pro shop features a full line of merchandise and gifts and club rentals.
Do you need a reservation to enjoy Emerald Grill? Please walk in for an excellent lunch or dinner with family and friends. Check online for daily specials, but you may want to make reservations for large parties.
How do you secure a plot in the community garden? For those of you with a green thumb, the community garden is waiting. Please contact the activities department to get on the wait list.
Now, how do you enroll or know about the many classes or activities offered at Windsor Gardens? Any day of the week, there is a sampling of classes for you to benefit from and enjoy. Painting, yoga, sewing, dance, bridge, the options are endless. A calendar of events and activities is always included in Windsor Life and posted online. Just walk in and join in, or call the group contact listed.
How do you reserve a room for a party or activity? Contact our activities director to reserve a room for your next event. We have plenty of space to accommodate groups of any size.
While we could go on and on, the point is obvious. The options are endless here at Windsor Gardens. You may have downsized your life by moving to Windsor Gardens, but we're here to make sure that you can upsize your lifestyle.
Thank you for making Windsor Gardens your new home and joining our active adult community.
See you on the course.